Fluent, period. What if I told you the reason you freeze when speaking English is not your vocabulary? It's not your grammar. It's something happening silently inside your head. Right now, let me ask you something. When someone speaks English to you, do you do this? First, you hear the sentence. Then, you translate it to your language. Then you build your answer. Then, you translate it back to English. And only then you speak? If yes, that's the real problem. And if you don't fix it, you will always feel slow, even if your English is good. But here's the good news. You could train your brain to think in English. And once that happens, everything becomes faster, easier, more natural. Today, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Let's start with a truth most people don't tell you. Translation is not the enemy. Yes, you heard that right. Translation is not always bad. In the beginning, it helps. It gives you safety. But if you translate everything, word by word, you create a wall between you and real communication. And that wall makes you slow. Very slow. So how do we break this habit? Let's go step by step. Technique number 1. Stop learning single words. Start learning chunks. This is powerful because your brain doesn't like isolated words. It likes patterns. Let me show you. If you learn the word tram, that's useful, but not enough. Now compare this. I take the tram. I get on the tram. I go by tram. Now your brain has ready-made sentences. No need to translate. You just use them. That's how fluent speakers think. In pieces, not in single words. Technique number 2. Learn conversation pairs. This will change how you react in real conversations. Because most conversations follow patterns. For example, how are you? I'm Fina. Do you want to come? I'd love to. Has she arrived? I don't think so. These are like automatic responses. You don't think. You don't translate. You just reply. And the more you notice these patterns, in movies, series, conversations, the faster your brain will respond in English. Technique number 3. Use collocations. This sounds complicated, but it's simple. Some words naturally go together. For example, we say black tea, not red tea. We say drink tea, not eat tea. These combinations matter because when you learn words together, your brain doesn't need to build the sentence from zero. It already knows what sounds right. Technique number 4. Use an English dictionary. Yes, it feels harder at first, but it forces your brain to stay in English. No escape, no translación, just meaning in English. And that's exactly what you want. Technique number 5. Write your notes in English. Not 100%, but most of them. Definitions, examples, sentences. Because every time you do this, you're training your brain to live in English, not visit, live. Now here's where it gets interesting. Because thinking in English is not just about words. It's about how you think. There are 2 main types of thinking. The first one is automatic, random thoughts, like, it's cold, what should I eat? I'm tired. These thoughts just happen. You don't control them. The second type is intentional. When you plan, when you decide, when you solve problems. And this is where you can train English. Let me show you how. Because you already think all day. You just need to change the language. First, start having opinions in English. Instead of thinking, that is a car. Think, that's an ugly car. I like that color. What is that? Real thoughts. Real reactions. Second, talk to yourself. Yes, seriously. In your head. For example, come on, you can do this. I need to get up. Let's go. This is powerful. Because it's natural. You already do it in your language. Now, just switch to English. Third, think your ideas in English. I think I'll go out. I want coffee. Maybe I should study. Simple, short, but effective. Fourth, think about problems and solutions. This is difficult. What can I do? I'll try this. You're not just learning English. You're using English. Fifth, make decisions in English. I'll do this. Let's try that. Why did I do that? This is real thinking. And this is where fluency grows. Now, let me be honest with you. This is not magic. There is no shortcut. Thinking in English is a skill. And like any skill, it needs practice. So start small. 1 minute. That's it. Tomorrow morning, while you're having breakfast, think in English for 1 minute. Next day, 2 minutes, then 3. Build it slowly. And here's something important. You will forget words. That's normal. When that happens, use your language. Then later, check the word. No stress. Also, keep it simple. This is not the time for complex grammar or difficult vocabulary. This is training, not a test. And one more trick. Create English moments. Watch something in English. Listen to a podcast. Read a few pages. These moments push your brain to stay in English longer. If you're still watching, then you're serious about improving. So make sure you subscribe to Fluent, period. Because here, we don't just teach English. We help you think in English. Now let me ask you something. Be honest. When you speak English, are you still translating? Or are you starting to think directly? Write your answer in the comments. Because the moment you notice this is the moment everything starts to change. And I'll see you in the next video.